People often ask, how do you get people to share core values? And the answer is you don't. You can't install new core values in people. Instead, what you do is you find people who already have a predisposition to sharing the values.
A lot of corporations have, they might call them core values or guiding principles or so on, but the problem is usually they're very lofty sounding. They kind of read like a press release the marketing department put out. They sound just like their competitors, and maybe you learn about it on day one of your job, but then it becomes this meaningless plaque on the lobby wall. Well, we wanted to come up with committable core values, and by committable, meaning we're willing to hire or fire people based on those values, completely independent of their actual job performance.
To me, the value system is a protocol for behavior in a community which will enhance the hope, the confidence, the energy, and the enthusiasm of every member of that community in every other member of the community. That's how you make progress. So I do believe that value systems are extremely important.
One other example I want to share with you. Do you guys know the company called Verifone at all? They're the world's largest now in clearing credit card transactions. Last time I heard it was something upwards of $1 trillion of charges they clear annually. And I had a chance to meet a guy named Hatim Tiabja. Hatim's the one who took him from about 30 million in revenue to about 600 million in revenue in a very short period of time. It was during that period where they went from one of the just kind of competitors to dominating that space. And clearly, what was our question of Hatim? How'd you do it? And I remember him taking an hour and 15 minutes of his hour and a half and saying one thing. I went into the company at 30 million and I discovered what made them great. Now, he didn't use the term core values. And he said, I came out with a list of 8 things. I think he even called them things. And then what he did is he said, I described each in a phrase. He was very specific. It's in a phrase. I then described it with a few sentences, because a lot of times these phrases were code words. And to me, I think those are the best core values, are when they only have meaning inside to your cult, your culture. And then he said, I found a couple of legends, a couple of stories, bless you, that anchored each one of those. Now, there were 8 of them. Verifone happens to actually work across 8 languages, so they had it translated 8 times 8 languages. It was about a 64-page booklet. He had one with him. It fit in a number 10 envelope. And he said, all I did was go around the world and repeat myself. And so I've been fairly adamant. I think a lot of leadership comes down to having a handful of rules, repeat yourself a lot, and then work hard to act as consistent as you can to them.
The right people display a window and mirror maturity. Now, a window and mirror maturity means this. It means that when things go well, when there are successes, they're very comfortable pointing out the window to other people and to factors like luck and good circumstances that are out of their control and not taking the credit for themselves. And they want to pin the blame of success on other people. But when things go badly, they're very comfortable looking in the mirror and saying, I'm responsible. I'm the one ultimately responsible. Here's how I accept that responsibility, and here is what I learn from that. Those who do not have that window and mirror responsibility do not deserve the opportunity to be permanently in a key seat.